Catskill Avenue Elementary School presents our Monday morning assembly. Today is Monday, September 21st, 2020. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. For those of you who wish to participate, please stand, place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're in the middle of September. Although Catskill is distance learning, our school has so many events still happening. The month of September 15 through October 15 is National Hispanic Heritage Month. Grab-and-go meals are free and are available at Stephen White Middle School. Local District South's Parent and Community Engagement Committee invites families to attend the LCAP workshop. Congratulations to all of our new and returning School Leadership Council members. School site council meetings are held every second Tuesday of the month. Local School Leadership Council meetings are held every fourth Tuesday of the month at 4:30 p.m. Mrs. Zopati and Mrs. Chamori will be leading the annual Title I meeting this week. This Wednesday is the 25th day of school. All students and staff go ahead and celebrate our 25th day of distance learning by wearing the color that represents your grade level. We are very excited to present Catskill Community's Town Hall meeting this Thursday night. We hope that you can join us for a very cool presentation. A lucky raffle-winning family who attends the presentation will receive a pizza delivery from our principal. Mark your calendars for Monday, October 12th. There is a Girl Scout meeting. We have no school on September 28th.
Buenos días, familias de Catskill. Mi nombre es Berta Sandoval, soy de México, tengo dos hijos, uno de 14 y otro de 16. Están en la High School de San Pedro. Como familia nos gusta ir al cine e ir a pescar. He trabajado en Catskill por 6 años como representante de la comunidad. Mi trabajo en sí es ayudar a las familias de Catskill y de la comunidad. Y si no tengo la respuesta adecuada para lo que necesitan, pido ayuda al personal de la oficina. También ayudo a los maestros en lo que necesiten. Mi trabajo me gusta mucho porque aprendo cosas nuevas cada día. Y cada día es un nuevo reto para mí. Yo sé que estamos en tiempos difíciles. Tengan serenidad y paciencia, mucha paciencia. Cuídense mucho y esperamos verlos pronto aquí en la escuela de Catskill.
Hola, mi nombre es María Esquives, tengo 3 hijos. Me gusta cocinar y limpiar. Trabajo hace 4 años aquí en Catskill, en la yarda y en el lonche. Me gusta mi trabajo, también ayudo un poco en el centro de padres. Me gusta porque aprendo muchas cosas para poder ayudar a mis hijos en la casa. Viniendo al centro de padres, he aprendido tantas cosas buenas que nunca me lo imaginé.
Good morning, students, families, and staff. This is Mr. Crucier, the attendance counselor, with some announcements. This Wednesday, September 23rd, will be the 25th day of school. That's right, the 25th day of school. We want to thank all of the students and families that have been coming to school every day. Remember, students and families, that in order for a student to be counted as present, he or she must log on with the teacher that day. If a student is not able to connect with your teacher that day, you need to call the school immediately to inform them as well as emailing your teacher to let them know that you're having problems. We also want you to keep trying to log on after that as well. Don't give up trying to connect with your teacher. For those students maintaining perfect attendance for the 25 days, Ms. Patty and I will be printing perfect attendance certificates. So keep up the good work, and thank you. Have a great day. Buenos días, estudiantes y familias. Este es el señor Crocier, el consejero de asistencia, con algunos anuncios. Este miércoles, el 23 de septiembre, será el día 25 de clases. Queremos agradecer a todos los estudiantes y familias que han venido a la escuela de distancia todos los días. Recuerda a los estudiantes y familias que para que un estudiante será contado como presente, él o ella debe iniciar sesión con el maestro ese día. Si un estudiante no puede conectarse con el maestro ese día, usted debe de llamar a la escuela inmediatamente para informarlo y enviar un correo electrónico a su maestro para hacerle saber que tiene problemas. También queremos que sigan tratando de conectarse con tu maestro después. Para los estudiantes que mantengan una asistencia perfecta durante los 25 días, las señoras O'Patty y yo estaremos imprimiendo certificados de asistencia perfectos. Así que continúan con el buen trabajo. Gracias y que tengan un buen día.
Good morning, Cougars. Happy Monday. In today's tech tip, we're going to focus on the iPads, and I'm going to show you 2 ways to navigate between your Schoology folders and your Zoom meetings. Let's get started. As you can see, I have my iPad open, and I have 4 apps on my screen right now. From the left, I have Schoology, and then I have a second Schoology button. I have Amplify Reading, and I have Zoom. So let's start with the Schoology app all the way to the left. I'm going to tap on it, and when I do, the Schoology app opens up. Right now, I'm in a first grade classroom, and if you look along the left side of the screen underneath the book, you can see that I have materials, updates, grades, and members, but I don't have any apps like Amplify or Clever. Those aren't available when I'm using the Schoology app. So instead, what I'll do is go back to my home screen, and this time I'm going to click on the second Schoology, which is actually a link to the website. And when I tap on it, you can see I'm now in my Safari browser, and it's asking me to log in, so I am an employee, and I want to use this account. And if you look at the top of my screen, you can see that I have 2 tabs open. I've got Schoology Login, and I've got Home Schoology. This one right here, I'm just going to close by tapping on that X in the upper left corner. And when I do, it goes away. I've closed that tab just like on the Chrome browsers, and now I have just 1 tab open. Once again, it has opened the Schoology homepage inside the Safari browser. Now that I'm logged in, I'm going to tap on Courses at the top of the screen in the menu bar. All my courses are here. I'm going to go back to that same first grade classroom, and when I do, if you look along the left side of the screen, now you see Edgenuity, you see Nearpod, you see Benchmark, you see Clever, you see Amplify. If I want to open one of these apps over here, let's say I want to open Amplify, all I do is tap on the name Amplify, and it gives me this message. Now I think some of you have received this message and thought that it didn't work. What this says is it's trying to open the app, but the Safari browser is telling it not to. They want to make sure you want to open it. So all you have to do is click this Launch App button, and when I click it, you'll notice a second tab has opened in Safari, and now the Amplify Reading application has opened. I can go back and forth between these 2 tabs just by clicking on the names of the tabs. So right now I'm in Amplify, and it's still loading, but if I want to go back to Schoology, I tap on that tab, and I'm back in my Schoology page. I can go back to Materials, I can go to my assignments here. So let's say I want to go to Clever. I'm going to find Clever on the left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to tap on it, and something similar has happened. if you notice at the top of the page, I still have my Grade 1 Schoology tab open, but now, where I had Amplify before, I have Clever. So it opens those applications in a new tab. But if I want to go back to my Schoology, I just tap on the tab that has Schoology in it, and I'm back in Schoology, and I can maneuver around using the menu on the left-hand side. When it's time for me to return to my classroom, my Zoom meeting with my teacher, I can do one of two things. I can press that round home button, and it takes me back to the home page, and then I can tap on the Zoom icon to launch my Zoom meeting. Now obviously I'm not signed into a meeting right now, but the app did open. Here's a really cool trick. If you press on that home button twice, it takes you to this screen where you can see all the applications that you have open. From this screen, all you have to do is tap on the application you want to return to, for example Safari, and it opens up Safari. If I want to switch back to my Zoom meeting, all I do is double tap that home button, tap on my Zoom icon, and there's my Zoom meeting. So you can quickly switch between applications just by pressing that home button twice, and it will show you all the applications that you have open. Now if you're like me, you'll have a lot of applications open. To close them, from this screen, all you do is tap on them and swipe them to the top of the screen, and it closes them and puts them away. And right now all my apps are closed. If I want to open them again, I just tap on the icons. I hope that was helpful. As always, study hard, have fun, and I'll see you next week with another tech tip. Have a great week, everybody.
Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Mizuno, your psychiatric social worker, or PSW, back for another Mindful Monday. And this week, we will be shifting our attention to the topic of mindfulness and meditation. Now, we often talk about having a growth mindset at school. That means that we're open to new ideas, that we look at our negative experiences, not as failures, but as opportunities to learn, and that we focus our energy on things that we have the ability to control. And when it comes to mindfulness and meditation, many people with a fixed mindset still think about this or this, but mindfulness isn't really about having this out-of-body mystical experience or twisting your body up like a pretzel. This is really hard, by the way. Mindfulness can be as simple as controlling your breathing.
The first one, this is the last time out. He has played the entire game. He would have played the entire game in Game 6 if it wasn't a blowout.
Because if you can control your breathing, you can control how you react to your thoughts and feelings, and this allows you to have better control over your behavior. So, I hope you can have a growth mindset as you learn more about mindfulness and meditation this week. Here's more from our friend, the Mind Yeti.
What is mindfulness anyway? When you're doing Mind Yeti, you're practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is paying attention to things as they are right now. Things like your breath, body, or the sounds around you, with kindness and curiosity. It's also noticing thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they're happening. Mindfulness is also being kind to others and yourself, even when you're having a hard day. According to scientists who study the brain, practicing mindfulness can help you get better at calming down, focusing, and connecting with other people. And all of those things are pretty important, both at home and at school.